Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News. I'm Ben, I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
And Claire.
Hey.
Let's have a look at some fucked up shit we found through the week. Everyone had an interesting week? Apart from sweating your proverbial tits off.
I've been in the pool, it's been fresh.
Oh, I've been stuck in a fucking tin shed working through the heat of the day. It's been horrific. Must be like 30 degrees in that fucking place.
I've been listening to my kids screaming in the pool. I don't know, I might swap it out with you.
Yeah, you should. You should do. You really should. Although no kids, just me in the pool.
No. The pool.
No, they don't. No.
Well, it's no deal then.
I'm not a baby, sir.
Mike?
Hey?
You up for looking after the kids?
Yeah, Mike can look after the kids. He's great with kids.
Am I?
Yeah.
Probably lose them.
In the pool?
Yeah.
No, you can't be near the pool. You've got to take them out somewhere. Yeah. And give you 20 quid. Take them to the pictures for a couple of hours. All right, what we got first then? This is disturbing for two reasons for me. Alien abduction stories may come from lucid dreaming. Study hints. People have described bizarre extraterrestrial encounters that take place in a dream-like state.
Does everyone know what lucid dreaming is? Do you know, Claire?
Is it when it just feels really real?
You're actually aware that you're dreaming.
Yeah.
And you can change things in the dream.
Right, okay.
Some people can train themselves to do it on demand almost, but most of us usually get at least one a month.
Right, okay.
Something
I have a
like
dream where I can fly, but I've really got to flap my arms. It's really quite exhausting. Maybe I should change it so I can fly like Superman.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I'm not in that much control, I don't think, though, so...
So, lucid dreams in which people are partially aware and can control their dreams during sleep could explain, says here, so-called alien abduction stories, which I don't think is biased at all in this report. A study suggests. Claims of such abductions date back to the 19th century. The circumstances of the kidnappings often sound dreamlike and trigger feelings of terror and paralysis. Certain dream states are also known to produce such feelings, leading Russian researchers, there's a tongue twister, to wonder if dream experiments could provide clues about alleged extraterrestrial experiences. The scientists prompted lucid dreamers to dream about aliens and unidentified objects, and found that a number of sleepers reported dreams that resembled actual descriptions of alleged UFO abductions.
But they're prompting them to dream about it.
Yeah. They're trying to see if the same sort of emotions, fear, paralysis that people experience with that scenario can be replicated during lucid dreaming. So they actually will themselves to think of that to see if they can bring it on. This is my first problem.
That's not proof, is it?
But this is my first problem. So all them people who live in that rural locations, so Billy Joe from Alabama, right? Is he really gonna think about, if he's lucid dreaming, is he gonna put himself through the terror of that? Is he fucked up an individual, or any of us that fucked up? Because these alien abductions are terrifying. You're getting butt probed. You're having your ovaries or your penis interfered with.
I think we're all fucked up.
I wouldn't want to be going through that in a dream. That's a fucking nightmare, not a dream. And if I'm lucid dreaming, then I'm going to be banging 1990s Pammy in it.
If you're more in control, surely you're not going to feel that fear as well. So
that's the point.
Isn't there
if you know to dream, then
yeah,
you aren't going to fear it.
But they're saying, can you get the same emotions in the dreams as you people have reported in alien abductions? Is it the same? And the answer is apparently yes.
Oh.
Go on then.
Recently, researchers with the Phase Research Center, a private facility in Moscow that researches lucid dreaming, conducted experiments with 152 adults who self-identified as lucid dreamers. Lucid demons? instructed them to find or summon aliens or UFOs during a lucid dream. The researchers found that 114 of the participants reported dreaming about having some type of successful interaction with an extraterrestrial. Of those, about 61% described meeting aliens that resembled extraterrestrials from science fiction movies, novels and films, etc. As movies and films. Adverts even. While 19% met aliens that looked like ordinary people. One female participant spoke of seeing little men with blue skin, oversized heads and huge bulging eyes when the aliens invited her onto their spaceship. She says, "I was blinded by a very bright light, like a light from a searchlight. My vision was gone and I felt dizzy and light." Another participant said he dreamed he was lying on his bed when he felt as though he were being dragged somewhere, ending up in a room with a white silhouette that reached into his chest and started doing something inside with tools.
Oh, fuck me.
That is not something I'm putting my... If I'm dreaming of aliens, I'm Captain Kirk banging the green chick. I know my dreams sound very one-dimensional, right? But if I can control the damn dream, I'm going to live out some fantasy. Not getting fucking tools played around with inside my chest.
Like some kind of UFO saw.
Yeah, yes.
Well, it just depends what they've thought about before they go to sleep, isn't it? Is it, an alien popping out their chest, or what are they suggesting?
Well, some of them must be dreaming about that because they're doing stuff like from the movie, aren't they? They're dreaming. So
I guess whatever's in their psyche.
Yeah.
What's their notion of aliens? Everybody's is different, I guess.
Yeah. But they're saying if you basically... how many people was it? There was 225, something like that. And 144 managed to convince themselves to dream of aliens, and some of them are absolutely fucking terrible.
So this is actually proving that most alien abductions will be lucid dreams, then?
That's what they want you to think, Mike.
That's what the study shows, isn't it?
No. That's what the officials want you to think.
That's what the study's showing, isn't it?
Yeah, the studies that could be commissioned.
Can be influenced. That lucid dreaming can be influenced by whatever they're subjected to via film, novels.
Maybe they're being paid off by the government to keep it under wraps, or promote this result. Maybe they've done it.
It might be.
They said, aliens aren't real. Eisenhower didn't really make a deal with them so they could probe 400 asses a year in exchange for tech, which we'll give to America to control the world for the next, I don't know how long. No, definitely not that. Don't think of that. Lucid dream some aliens up for me.
I think that might explain the majority, doesn't it, Claire? It sounds plausible to me.
Well, all right, let's try it.
Well, I don't dream. I don't remember them.
If you try hard enough... Yeah, because you only remember a dream when you wake up, and you sleep that long you go through your REM stage. You never wake up during REM sleep, you've got to wake up during that. So if you set an early-ish alarm, chances are you'll wake up during a dream.
I thought cannabis suppressed dreams as well.
That's why I don't have it. I don't have them.
I still dream.
You're not smoking enough then.
Alright, well I'll try it then.
Yeah.
You'll have to, because I'm fucked.
Maybe you can stop taking the weed in the name of science for a week.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Come next Sunday, Mike won't answer the door, I think the fire crew to cut their way in and he's just hanging from the lampshade.
Yeah. So you think it's making life bearable?
No weed makes Mike go crazy written all over the walls. Yeah. Oh man, that'd be tragic. No, well, I just take the laptop and call the police.
I need it for I've got glaucoma of the third eye.
Oh yeah, because you're doing so much fucking psychic stuff, aren't you?
I leaked that from Bill Maher.
I think this is just material to make alien abductees look like idiots.
I don't think they need this to help them do that.
I'm not saying that all alien abductions are real, but maybe some of it's this.
I'm not convinced.
I think some people are getting abducted.
I don't think anybody's getting abducted.
I think it's possible, but unlikely.
I bet in Barney Hill, they probably got abducted by somebody.
I think that, they've done all their abducting. They've had their abducting days. Maybe they did it all in the 70s, 80s.
Oh, we don't abduct anymore. That's so 1980s.
Yeah.
Is that alien with a little cigar?
Yeah.
We don't abduct anymore.
We know all about you.
We've examined Uranuses as far more than science needed to.
Well, millions do go missing around the world each year, never to be seen again.
Maybe
They
it's
can't all just drop off the map, can they?
No. Or they go into the intergalactic meat market.
That's what I think they're gone. Personally.
Well, why not? Alright. That's all we got for that.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Celebrity preacher faces backlash after photos purporting to show luxury lifestyle appear online.
Wow.
Oh, is he siphoning all the money?
Yeah. He has been for a long ass time.
The Bible says it's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven.
Yes, it does. That is a genuine fucking Bible quote, everybody. Just remember that when you...
Shit through an eye of a needle. I'm not sure about a camel.
If you can shit through the eye of a needle, my son, the kingdom will all be all yours.
Challenge accepted. How many Nuki Browns can I drink beforehand? Better get me a takeaway as well.
But one celebrity pastor does not seem terribly concerned with the warning. Joel Osteen, isn't he the mega church?
Yeah. The one that wouldn't open its doors to people during the flood or a hurricane or something. I think it was a hurricane or a tornado. And it's like a huge building, and they were like, "Can we put the refugees in here?" And he was like, "Nah." And then they found out about it, and the press went down and said, "You're a church," and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're opening the doors right now. It's only because the power had gone out. It's back up now."
Unlikely story.
Yeah.
Joel Osteen, one of the wealthiest and most popular preachers in the US, has come under fire after evidence of his luxurious lifestyle was made public on social media. Mr. Osteen, who leads the Lakewood Church in Houston, one of the enormous congregations that are dubbed mega churches, was criticised after it revealed the pastor owns a Ferrari sports car that costs more than $300,000.
Wow. Yeah.
Users on Twitter lambasted the pastor, arguing his ownership of a Ferrari is a good argument for the government taxing churches.
Yeah. Did you know that all churches in America are tax exempt?
Yep.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why you get these pastors, and for a lot of these places you've got to give 10% of your income to go, where they call it a tithe. It's meant to go towards the running of the church, helping people out. Yeah, some money for the pastor to live, not buy Ferraris, not have massive mansions.
Mr. Osteen, whose net worth is estimated at more than $50 million,
There you go.
is a figurehead of what has become known as the prosperity gospel, which teaches that material wealth is indicative of God's blessing on a person's life.
Yeah. Give your money to me. God loves that. And it'll make you wealthy in return, which means you can give more to me.
It's amazing that when they want it to, the Bible quotes what they want, and when it contradicts, they just say fuck it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he's just completely ignoring one of the biggest teachings of Jesus, which is like, don't be if you're rich, you're probably a bastard, so you're not going to come to heaven.
Yeah.
You know, but we don't care about material wealth. We care about what you do to people, how you help people. And I suppose you can be rich and help people if you give most of it away on your deathbed.
How's he siphoning that off? Isn't there some sort of people that are governing, like you have governing bodies for schools, governing bodies?
Nope.
It's all corrupt, isn't it?
This is a business.
Yeah.
This is a business. This is a mega... There's probably 10,000 freaking... It's an arena, Claire. He stood in the middle of an arena.
Yeah.
There's got to be some
10,000,
books where he's
20
actually paying himself X amount of thousand, isn't there? There's got to be some sort of record of it, and he's got to have had it from somewhere. It can't just be straight out of
It's donations.
the donations.
Donations, and he's probably investing as well. Remember, they sell merch, they sell food, they sell drinks, not alcohol, but, bottles of water are probably like $10.
Church merch.
Church merch. It's... And you can pay him money privately to be blessed specifically by him, should you want to.
Never.
It's mental, this is what I'm saying. This is why we should do it. All three. I'll be the front man, I'll do the I believe in God shit.
Alright.
And Mike can write my stuff, and you can do my wardrobe.
Okay.
I was born a snake handler, I'll die a snake handler.
So you're not going to write my speeches then? No?
I'm not part of this. It doesn't matter how rich we get, it's
It was...
Oh, Ben.
Oh shit, it was me. God damn. I owe you all a beer. Actually, you don't owe me shitloads.
Unprofessional.
You don't owe me shitloads of beer, so I think you just knock one off your tabs. It's a rookie mistake, I apologise.
What were you saying, Claire?
Yeah, I'm having no part of it.
Yeah.
I'm just having no part of it. It's all a big con, isn't it?
Absolutely, which is why I think we need to jump on it.
It's Robin Hood. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Robin Hood days. Give to the poor.
I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, what's he doing? If he's worth 50 million quid, what's he doing to help people in his community who are considerably
Not
poorer
enough.
than him?
Not enough, obviously.
Driving past him in his Ferrari going, hi.
You know, they will, if you don't pay your tithe, they will write you a strongly worded letter saying pay up or don't come to church, or you're kicked out the congregation, and we'll tell everybody that you've been kicked out the congregation because you weren't paying your tithe.
Yeah, it's like a cult, innit?
It's mental. I can't stand people like this, but I also think, you know what, I could convince a lot of people to give me money if I just say God's telling me to. It's a deeply religious country.
Well, I've got more morals and ethics than that, I'm afraid.
Look, when we get to 50 million, we'll call it quits. We'll come out and say, you know what, I had an epiphany last night, God's not real. And then we'll just leave.
Leave people in despair.
Yeah. Yeah. How about it?
Well, that'll prove there's no God.
Exactly. This was all an experiment.
Suckers.
Suckers, and then we run like fuck towards our private jet. Which is parked just outside because we had a runway built next to the church for this exact scenario. Make
You
sure
want a helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you two take the helicopter. I'm going to escape in my private jet. Because God wanted me to have that private jet because people on commercial flights are demons. That's what one guy said.
Did
I'm gonna-
they?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my rocket pants on and Birdman the hell out of here.
Fucking why not? How are you escaping, Claire?
I'm happy with the helicopter.
I might have a
Already there.
Spitfire. I might have a private Spitfire, 2 seats, so I haven't got to fly it. And I'll just go roaring off down the runway.
They're a stupid amount of money. That's not in the church's budget.
I want a Spitfire, damn it! They're worth 50 million. That's my idea. Anyone?
No.
Well, listeners, if you do fancy it, I'm in. I'm game. I'll believe in God for millions, and then I'll leave at the end.
Okie doke. Moving on.
Yeah, I just want to say though, that's absolutely fucking disgusting, though, isn't it? It is. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, a viral video of strange figure at night sparks claims of ET contact, aliens getting close.
Oh, well, watch the video. You might as well pause this, Mike,
Okay.
because you got to see the video. Okay, so we've just watched the video.
Yep.
I'm convinced. Clearly an alien that's escaped from somewhere or crash landed or is on the run. That's
He
ET
wasn't
phone
running.
home, man.
He was not running.
He was walking very strangely.
The thing seems to be... He just looks like a naked person, doesn't it? Maybe a little bit spaced out.
No, man.
Their clothes.
He's very pale and tall.
Yeah, in religious festivals they put that white powder over them, don't they?
Yeah, that dusty stuff.
Yeah,
and-
I've
and-
seen it.
I don't know. It look like aliens to me. Look like an alien that escaped from somewhere. It's ET phone home, that is. I hope
He's
he got
escaped. Why is he going like straight down the road?
He doesn't know where he's going. He just flew over the place while they crashed or were shot down.
And he tries to turn. Well, he turns towards the camera, and then the camera turns away when when we'd see a full frontal, so
Yeah.
to speak.
Maybe that's why he turned away to give the alien some dignity.
So with his big massive cock.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm zooming straight on the cock. Is that just me?
We're turning it away.
It's alien cock, it is.
big alien dong hanging.
Yeah, it doesn't feel quite authentic for me.
No.
What if that's found footage and they're all dead now?
There's no proof of that. Find me proof of that, and then we got a story.
I was going to say, let's read on a second. They're not all dead, are they? Yeah.
This is on the Express, by the way, listeners.
So, chilling footage of the so-called Jacquard alien
It is chilling.
It is quite chilling. Has been shared by thousands of times on Twitter. A video emerged after a group of motorcyclists appeared to film the mysterious figure walking down a poorly lit road in Jacquard, the state in eastern India. At first glance, the UFO enthusiast have claimed the tall and slender figure appears to resemble a character straight out of an X-File episode.
Yes. Look at the stills. As the express.co.uk listener, if you want to go and check this out.
Yeah, bikers approach the figure. They're coming quite slowly, aren't they? They're not just rushing in there. Mm-hmm. The one that went past it at first almost
hit him.
Almost hit it.
Well, I didn't nearly hit him. I was like, oh my god, the fuck's that?
Naked dude.
Well, yeah, way, naked dude. And then, at one point, at the end of the brief clip, the figure turns around and looks at the group before continuing down the road. I think it's all just a little bit casual, isn't it? Don't you think there'd be a few screams, and I'd get right up close to it. What's that?
Talk to a nice little dick. What's that?
Yeah, but Claire, you'd also, in that scenario, be the first one to die, maybe.
Possibly.
We're going to have to rein that in for when the alien invasion does happen. Hey, what's that ship? You can't be the welcome wagon. You're not being the welcome wagon, alright? We need 3 of us to broadcast through the apocalypse.
This video has sparked a number of bizarre theories, with some claiming it's a ghost and others suggesting it was an alien visitor.
Could be a ghost.
Naked dude.
Let's go look at the stills a second. Look at the way it's walking, that's weird.
Human figure, I don't understand what the...
Humanoid, look at the shape of the head.
It's a normal size head.
That looks weird on that.
In proportion. It's like the arms are just...
The arms are too long. Those arms are too long.
They're just at a funny,
funny angle.
Position.
Nah, them arms are really long. They don't turn past his arse.
Well, he's got long arms.
Well, even people don't have arms that long.
Some people might.
Some people do.
You might be sensitive about it. Probably,
Well, I apologise in advance, but, I'm just saying that figure does not look entirely human.
So why didn't they ride up to it after? Why is there only just that much footage? Why hasn't someone come round the front and,
Because they're...
just disappear and scurry off into the bushes?
Its arms are 20% longer than humans.
That's just a quote from somebody.
They look like they're in a skin-tight outfit or they are nude.
Well, they said that about Michelle Obama. It
What?
wasn't bad, but, that's just a conspiracy theory, isn't it?
No, I'm not buying it on this one.
I've got for alien.
Oh, you would.
That was the creepiest. That's chilling. Maybe they reveal themselves to us in the hope that we're going to... Those bikers squandered an opportunity
Really
to make first contact.
Yeah. They should have been right in there.
Hey, alien dude.
Well, the first one, not be funny, but ran it over. There's some probing we got to do.
Do you just want to take revenge for all the probings?
Revenge probing, but, you'd have to know the anatomy, don't you? Of aliens.
Wait, so you say we perform a roadside dissection, a vivisection of it?
On the roadside bit. Let's just knock him out first, drag him back somewhere and...
Knock him out? Hit him over the head with a pipe?
Oh, what?
Welcome to Earth, fucker! Smack!
What are you here for? You coming in peace?
Never tortured it.
You coming in peace?
Well, of course he's going to say yes.
Good.
What if he doesn't speak Indian?
Have you got the jump leads attached to what might be his bollocks?
There his ears.
What do you want?
Well, maybe I shouldn't make first contact at all.
No. If they don't come in peace, then by all means you get your batteries, you get your car battery. I don't care. You can torture the fucker. They're not signed up to the Geneva Convention, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter anyway, does it? The US have legalised torture.
It's not torture, Mike. It's enhanced interrogation.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what I'm into.
It's
And a spot of gardening.
It's like, Claire, just look after the alien in a second. I gotta go out and just make sure no one saw you knock out an alien, and then I'll come back and you'll be waterboarding him. I'm strapped to the sofa, pouring fucking.
Are you coming, please?
Pouring water over his. Oh man.
You hate to take all the bees.
Gotta bring gardening into it, haven't you?
Yeah, Mike just did, and I just reminded. It just reminded me.
Alright, next one then.
Mm-hmm.
New Jack and the Beanstalk gene could feed the world with giant fruit and vegetables. Well, that would be terrifying, quite frankly.
That'd be ace, wouldn't it?
No, if there was a potato that fell off the side of the mountain and was rolling down the hill, crushing the town, no, it'd be terrifying.
I don't think they'll be that big.
I think they'll be the size of footballs and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be the size of football stadiums.
And it would be good for catering places. Oh, I need 2 potatoes. As opposed to, these big sacks of potatoes. I should imagine they'd only take the same amount of water as growing individual ones, maybe less, but, because there might be a bit more efficiency in the leaves and the photosynthesis and that.
Well, they are gene-fueled,
Cool.
gene-enhanced. A discovery being touted as the Jack and the Beanstalk gene has given scientists renewed hope that they are able to keep feeding the world despite the threats posed by climate change. A US and Chinese team has devised a technique that has seen yields of staple crops such as rice and potato increase 3-fold after sprouting longer roots. The crops prove speedier at turning sunlight into energy, and they also survive drought better than their conventional cousins. Alright, okay. The breakthrough by the boffins, you can tell it's in the Daily Star. They have to call smart people boffins, obviously scientists. Well, you see what them boffins are done? Fucking made fucking Jack and the Beanstalk real. Massive taters. Have chips for a wick.
A wick.
The breakthrough by the boffins opens a door to real-life fairy tale of being able to grow produce that's immune to climate change, keeping the planet in food at a time when the population continues to boom. It's thought there may be 10 billion people on Earth by 2050. Now we'll have an asteroid or a nuclear war by then.
Do you think? I don't think so.
Nah, I don't know. 10 billion. But the more people there are, you're going to need that, because the more people there are, the more space you need to grow the food for them, don't you? Even with your vertical farming, it's still going to take up space.
Yeah, it's going up though, isn't it?
It is, but you're still going to have... How big is it at the bottom?
Well, it might be... I don't know, how big a skyscraper's football pitch?
You'd have them on scaffolding type things instead, wouldn't you, going up?
Surely you want to use a bit of the soil at the bottom, don't you?
I don't know if they do use soil.
You can use NFT, nutrient filtration system, where just that you have the roots, you have no soil, and you pump water all the way around, and you have black polythene over all the roots, so there's no light getting to the roots, but just water's pumped around, and you add the nutrients to your main tank.
All right.
You'd have no felled crops because of the weather or because of pests.
Pests would still...
you're still going to have pests.
It would be a lot limited than if it was outside though, let's face it.
Yeah,
you'd be able to control the environment.
You're not going to get the soil.
You also do need some insects in there, remember?
You might do, yeah.
Clark's farmers told me a little bit about
Claire
farming.
will know more about this than me, obviously.
I don't know, would you need because if you're growing produce like wheat, barley, rye...
I don't know if it needs pollinate. I don't know what needs pollinating. I'm not that into it yet.
No, I think you'd want bees though. You still got to keep bees. You'd want to level with bees on.
Yeah.
Well, you could just pollinate with a stick, couldn't you, going around?
Oh, so we get rid of the bees?
No, I'm not saying get rid of the bees.
Mike, you beeist. I don't know, but either way, the more people you are, the more you're going to need of them. And then the more people you are, the more water you need.
Yeah. You might find on the NFT system, that it's using less water because you're continually just pumping around, sort of a minimum amount.
Yeah.
You're getting less of it going into the atmosphere because you've got a lid on it. Do you get me?
Yeah, I get that. But then the more people there are, the more these vertical farmers you need. But you also need more land for the people to live on. It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? Really, in a way.
Yeah, but if we slow down in breeding, there's going to be an ageing population, and then...
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's weird. I mean, yes, solving world hunger is great, but then you've got to take into account that more food equals more people equals more space, which is less water, less space, less food. So this is a great idea.
The reason why we got more people is because the developing world, they're in poverty and they need kids to help them when they get old and provide for them. That's the main reason why all the like Western countries, all the population is stagnated or going down, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're living longer.
We are living longer.
And they're not living as long in the developing world.
That's why they have to have, and they're poor, that's why they have to have the kids. Like 9 or 10 kids to look after them.
I suppose the same, if you think about it, the same is true in Western Europe. But if you go back to sort of the turn of the 20th century, I mean, it's rare to find a family that only had one child.
Yeah.
You know, you'd have 6 or 7. I mean, fuck me. How many siblings did your dad have? He was born in, what,
7.
1947 or something like that?
Yeah, he had 7.
7?
Next door, they had 12 kids, I think.
Yeah, so...
My dad was
Family of
5.
14.
Yeah, I mean, my dad was one of 2, which was quite small, actually, really, for the time.
Yeah, it would have been.
But, yeah, most families, 6, 7, easy.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. So
to get the population from increasing,
you need to basically level it off.
you got to stop poverty, world poverty.
But you also need to level off the population growth. You need to have it at a steady rate. You'd have to really measure it, because we've only got so much space to grow food and so much water for X amount of people.
We've got enough for everybody, but it's concentrated.
Yeah, but you've got to, you don't want the population swell, otherwise that fucks up the balance. You'd have to really measure the population. It's like, okay, we've got X amount of people are dying this year projected. This is the amount of births
let's not get bogged down in the details.
Let's not get bogged down in who can breed with who.
Bogged down in the weeds.
But still, this is a great idea because more people equals more food.
Yeah. Do you want to read about
What
the technique?
if people start getting bigger because of the, the genome in it?
What if we start injecting ourselves with the genome and just getting bigger?
Then we'll need more food. That's bad.
Oh,
we should
yeah.
be going smaller, like the borrowers, if anything, and making little like mouse houses for us all.
But then we'll get totally squashed if aliens do invade.
Well, no. Oh, fuck the aliens for a moment.
Yeah, fuck the aliens. We've got cats and birds to worry about.
Oh shit! I didn't think about them. I was
Maybe we're going to shrink them down too.
Yeah, shrink them down too, wouldn't we? Can't go without the cats and.
Yeah. Micro world.
Because, I mean, let's face it, as much as Chester is a beloved pet, he would eat you if you were tiny.
Yeah.
But a lot of, the whole population of Telford would fit in a field.
Yeah. It would. All right,
Shrink everything! That's the solution. Shrink it all.
But then what about the rain? If we get a heavy rainfall, we've just lost a town.
I'm thinking these things through sometimes.
It would only take 3 inches of snow to bury the entire village.
Oh, shit. Well, we'd have to really think this thing, before we shrank ourselves, like really, go to town on it.
Let's have some kind of energy shield over the top of us.
Yeah, it's like under the dome.
Yeah.
Sort of.
But we can open it up if it's nice. Or we'd put it on reduced power. Because think about it, if you were that small as well, the sun, even at 20 odd degrees, would just fry you.
Yeah.
I haven't thought this through.
No.
Still, there's progress. You can get there. We just need energy shields. So this technique, however, involves manipulating an RNA molecule which carries information from genes to proteins. Experiments showed cells place chemical markers on RNA to control the production of proteins, but a gene called FTO erases them. The researchers admitted they couldn't believe their eyes after it was injected into rice plants. He said, right then all of us realised we were doing something special, said Professor Man.
You did it, He-Man, you saved us.
You did it, He-Man. Or He. This is Professor He. The plants grew 3 times more rice than usual under laboratory conditions. In field tests they also did better, producing 50% more rice than normal. The results were then repeated in potato plants. Did I slip into Irish then? Which are part of a completely different family, suggesting the technique could be used universally. So they stuck it in potatoes too, boom, Scientists have been trying for decades to boost crop production in the face of an increasingly unstable climate and growing global population. Such processes are usually complicated and often result in only incremental changes. Professor He is now imagining all sorts of uses for the technique further down the road and is working with entrepreneurs to fulfill its promise.
Oh no, entrepreneurs.
Yeah, well, they're the ones who are throwing the money, aren't they?
We will.
Have these Microsoft crops. Now with less cancer.
I'm not sure about changing RNA and DNA of any sort of anything really.
It's manipulating it, isn't it? It's
It's just doing what would take us normally hundreds of generations or thousands of generations by selective breeding.
And remember, the topsoil in this country, I was watching Clarkson's Farm with Mike, I've learned all about farming, has only got maybe another 8 to 10 harvests, 80 to 100 harvests left in it. And then it's all got to be turned over again.
Okay.
So for the first 4 or 5 feet of soil, it's all got to be turned over again. So, bigger food, well, if we're growing more, we can start on that. Because you'll need less fields to make more food.
You need bigger fields because the food's bigger.
Oh yeah. God damn. So you need bigger vertical farming though as well. And remember that science is only going to get better, so eventually you might have a massive potato that can feed an entire town.
Well, the potatoes come from underneath the ground, doesn't it? So it doesn't really have, doesn't matter how much space they're sort of taking up, does it? It's the plant on the top that, takes up the most room that's getting, the energy and converting it.
Well, it's a good thing.
Yep.
Needs to be done.
Moving on.
Yep.
Water witches hired to conjure up moisture after California devastated by wildfires.
Oh, you see, Operation Cone of Power, just with fires.
Mystics are being hired by dozens of Californian vineyards gutted by wildfires as they undercut geologists using medieval sorcery to conjure up underground moisture.
Fantastic.
Farmers are paying more than £1,000, $1,400, for mystics to conjure up underground water with medieval sorcery. Water witch Rob Thompson, 53, explained how he can sense water underground with 2 stainless steel rods in his hands. This is dowsing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that that thing where it sort of wobbles a bit?
They cross when you hit water, I think.
Right.
He's a member of the American Society of Dowsers, who also claim to locate alien life forms, treasure, and stress in the body.
Well, I'm sold.
Rob said when he steps over groundwater, the energy surrounding him changes, causing an involuntary muscular twitch within him that makes his L-shaped rods cross.
See, I don't know if there's anything to that, because I've seen it done and they found water, or they found an old pipe which I needed to find, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I need to field test it myself, I think. I
Can
don't know.
anybody do it though? If he's walking along, because these L-shaped pieces of metal just move on their own, don't they?
Yeah,
Can anybody do it?
I guess so.
I haven't ever used a geologist to find water, said Pina Vineyard Management's operations manager Johnny White.
Oh wow.
Experts at the National Groundwater Association say water dowsing is totally without scientific merit.
Well, if you are a Californian vineyard and you want someone to come and water dose for you, I can be a water witch and I'll charge $600 a week. How's that?
Have they got to put you up?
Yeah. Get me the flight, put me
I'll
up.
pay you the flight.
Yeah, and I'll do for half. There you go. Seems fair.
Well, it must work because the guy's never used a geologist, he's always used them.
You still in business?
They must dig down and find it, haven't they?
Yeah. I don't know this. I need to look into that. I need to find if there is actually anything to dosing him. I don't think it's to do with sensing energies and your thumbs twitching, but I don't know, maybe. I don't know how it could work.
Hasn't there been lots of wildfires in Canada as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just climate change, isn't it? It's getting hotter.
Yeah, and there's been a couple of floods this week, hasn't there? Flash flooding.
Yeah.
London, Germany.
You've got to remember that what it can take to start off a wildfire is someone breaking a glass bottle and the sun just hitting a bit of glass in the right way onto already dry grass. You know? That's all it can take.
Need to sweep the forests. Don't we?
Get to it.
Rubbish.
No, just sweep the forests.
Clear the clutter, you
Like
mean?
Trump said, didn't it?
Oh, clear the... Of course, that was it. You just sweep the forest. You just clear up all the dead wood that's lying around. I don't know if the trees... Does that mean the trees are going to burn on their own or what? I don't know. I have no
that's
idea.
Terrible.
As if he really gave a fuck anyway. He's just thinking, I can make a fortune in fucking selling that as charcoal.
Man sneaks into farm to have sex with a horse and gets caught on surveillance camera.
What did I tell you about this, Mike?
Oh dear.
Told you about this.
A hunt is underway for a man accused of having sex with a horse early Thursday morning, which was gruesomely captured on a surveillance camera. The horrified equestrian centre found the footage on their security system, despite the man having unplugged one of the cameras before the vile act.
And did they have a distressed horse as well? Was that what gave them the fucking...
They caught him in the act.
They caught him in the act?
Yeah.
No, they haven't caught him yet.
No, but he ran off, but they stopped him in the act.
Yeah.
So Hilary Swar, owner of Turner Hill Equestrian Centre, said, "I look at this person as a sexual predator. It's a threat to a very small community where a lot of people feel extremely violated, and rightfully so."
Not so much as the animal.
Yeah. The disgusted owner told the Boston Herald that the young man had infiltrated the centre on foot in the very early hours of Thursday morning. Footage from the surveillance camera shows the man halter and across the lane.
Cross-tie the lone
mare, which showed Shah that he was comfortable around horses and must have had some experience in the equestrian industry.
Yeah, he had loads of experience molesting horses, clearly.
Yeah, then he proceeded to assault the horse.
Oh, fuck me, this is tragic.
Oh, there's a picture with his trousers down.
Oh, he stood on some steps.
Yeah.
Stood on some...
step ladders.
Sort of like a 2-step ladder
Yeah.
that you'd use to get on a horse.
He's got his dick in his hand.
Oh, no. No.
Oh, man.
After seeing the footage, Hilary rushed to the stable, but by the time she had arrived, the man had fled. The equestrian centre had a rape kit performed on the poor animal, who was thankfully deemed healthy and had no injuries from the attack.
Oh, apart from the severe mental trauma, clearly.
Oh, Christ.
Then again, would the horse just be like, meh? I imagine he wouldn't take too kindly to being fucking come up to from behind again by a human.
No.
I don't know. I honestly don't. There's got to be some kind of psychological scarring, surely.
Well, they have hands up, when they're birthing foals and that lot. So.
Yeah.
And let's face it, it's probably ain't even touching the sides. You've seen the sides.
Actually, you know what? I was just thinking exactly the same thing. I mean, the horseman was just like, "Are you in yet?"
Well, the horse is like, "What are you doing?" Right
Yeah.
Have I got something stuck?
The horse, the horse is just like may not have even fucking noticed.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't condone this
Some sick fucks in there.
behaviour.
There is.
What the fuck?
Well, what a one to end on.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I had a lovely story, right, to end on. It was like a really feel-good story. I'll tell you about it because the article wouldn't load. It was they must have deleted it off the site.
Oh.
Right. It was a Russian woman who lived with a big, full-grown black grizzly bear, and they went fishing together.
Oh.
Right. The bear sat in the boat with her, and she's fishing with a rod, and she's like, "Nah, you'll never attack me. Nah, we've had him since he was a cub. We've grown, it's 15 years now. Never been anything but like sweet." And it's like, yeah, 6 months down the line, I'm going to see an article where you got mauled to death and eaten by that bear.
She didn't feed him enough.
Yeah, but he was just sat in the boat with her. It was ace.
Well, I wanted to finish on horse rape. What's the problem?
Isn't that what you usually finish on?
On that bombshell.
On that bombshell. I've been Ben. Thank you very much for listening. Follow us on Facebook, Cutting the Ball in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. SoundCloud, Cutting the Ball in the PTA. YouTube, Apocalypse Bull. I say thank you very much for listening. I've been Ben, and don't drink the favourite. And alien abduction is absolutely real. Not lucid dreaming. Let's just say that.
Delusional. I've been Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out, may the force be with you.
And I've been Claire, and don't break no horses.
See, I stayed away from that because I knew you were going to go for it. I was going to say, don't fuck a horse. Don't fuck a horse, man.
Fuck any animal.
Don't fuck any animal.
Bestiality is bad.
It is.